I'm going to give you my opinion because you've been talking quite a bit. So now you're asking for my opinion. I'm going to give it to you.
Please.
First of all, with all due respect, I think you are acting very paranoid.
That is the worst opinion ever, Officer Chavez. You're a piece of shit. Fuck you.
I'm going to give you my opinion because you've been talking quite a bit. So now you're asking for my opinion. I'm going to give it to you.
Please.
First of all, with all due respect, I think you are acting very paranoid. Second of all, how your sister came about coming over here. I said Kiki because you said you had 4 other sisters, and right away when I said that, you identified her as Christina. So that's why all that I know of her is the little time that I spoke to her when I obtained a statement from her. Second of all, when I spoke to her, she told me she was worried about you way before this. She was worried about you way before this.
Kiki has been after Angelina and those boys ever since we became aware of their child pornography, sexual exploitation of children. And it's a fact. And she's been campaigning and had everybody convinced and brainwashed with all her numbers of amount of people that she got to make phone calls and make moves for her so she can continue to make financial gains.
Second of all, when I spoke to her, she told me she was worried about you way before this. I was living with Dad. You're saying that you don't know why your dad and that other guy took them to your sister's house?
Took my baby only. It was my baby only.
That is fine. That is fine. You're trusting your dad to take care of your kids. You don't expect him to be at the house. Maybe he had to go do something. Maybe he had to get out of the house. I don't know. That is fine. You're trusting your dad to take care of your kids. You don't expect him.
That's what police officers do investigations for. That's how they become detectives, so they can find things out. You are a fucking shame making excuses for perverts and child molesters and people that exploit children. You are a complete shame to your uniform and your badge and for everything that you are supposed to represent. Chavez, you need to retire. And no time did your dumb ass become suspicious as to why is all these people calling about this person that's coming in to report a sexual abuse on a child, huh? You just thought that it's normal.
To be at the house. Maybe
That's
he had
right,
to
you
go
don't
do
know,
something.
Chavez.
Maybe he had to get out of the house. I don't know.
Shit.
But
You don't know shit, Chavez, you dumb fuck. We went over there unexpected. They did not expect us to come there early. We got there early, and he had to scramble to make his date. That's why he was calling his friend and go to this fish hatchery and this and that. And they were at Kiki's house in the garage, and they had to come all the way back, and they text us. And he made up this excuse saying he was confused about the court date. Those are all Gary's words. I text him. I'm a straight shooter. We're going to be there in 15 minutes. He knew that. So they had to rush so he can go ahead and introduce them to each other or something, because that's what he did do when he didn't need to go and do all that. But he did. He called his friend. They went. They drove over to the school. They went to Kiki's house, and then they went all the way back. And then when we showed up, it was completely dead in that living room. Not a single movement other than Gary getting up to shake my hand, and no one else moved. Not even the boys.
Just here, and like nobody is listening to me.
mind you, I called Clovis PD, and Clovis PD told me that you called over there asking for a restraining order because after you left here, after being done talking to me, you weren't satisfied with what I said.
Of course not, you dumb fuck. Nobody's satisfied with you, stupid ass Chavez, you dumb fuck.
So obviously, you don't think that I'm competent enough to do...
You are incompetent.
...what it is that I'm doing, because I told you, there is nothing. And the interview that I conducted was recorded, by the way.
We recorded it too, by the way, you dumb fuck. Fuck you. Fuck Madera. Fuck Christina. Fuck all you pervert molesters.